Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to a bit of Crash Bandicoot N-Sane Trilogy. So, excuse me while I press on to...
It's Crash Bandicoot!
Oh, I was looking at the voice now. Right. Do I need to change any of the options here at all? I don't think so. I do love the theme. Yep. Alright. I'll let it play the cutscene. This is assuming, of course, that you destroyed the space station by getting all 42 gems. So that is the canon ending. Because without that, this wouldn't have happened.
Free at last.
And thus begins the decline of the Crash Bandicoot series, in my opinion.
Uka Uka is free? No, it cannot be. Evil, great evil has come.
None have dared fail the great Uka Uka even once. But you, Cortex, you have failed me twice.
Great Uka Uka! It was that infernal Bandicoot!
From deep inside my devil prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience. There is now no other power source left on this planet.
I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks.
And failed. But since your bumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time, the great Uka Uka will make sure that you do it right.
After many eons, my evil twin brother, Uka Uka, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there to protect the world from his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped. Children, Uka Uka and Cortex plan to use this time-twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
Okay, so here we have our new hub. Now, I do like that everything's centralized here. That is cool, actually. So this used to say save load on it, and this is where you'd, well, save and load the game. This entire screen. You'd have Coco there as well, tapping away at it. It is cool how they've actually shown you all that stuff. So, as you can see here, you can't go through these places here. I'm guessing this. Oh, it's a secret platform that takes us. Oh, okay, this takes us to future tense. It's level 31. Yeah, there are 30 levels here. Just like Crash Bandicoot 2. So there's 2 gems and a relic. Nice. So that's really cool that they've done that. That's similar to another platform that we'll find later on. So, we've got 5 levels to each world. All very nice. I must admit, again, with the water here, I don't like that. I prefer when this is like a bottomless pit somewhere. And not to mention, well, the water doesn't look like it's rendered too far, it just sort of ends. But yeah, that's okay. So yes, as I was saying, the decline of the Crash Bandicoot games going forward, it's because Uka Uka is now the main villain. And I've always preferred Dr. Neocortex. So these are the different levels. Let's have a look here. So we've got 2... we've got 3 levels that are gimmicky. And this is, once again, why I started to really dislike Crash Bandicoot going forward. At the time, though, this was awesome. But we're going to show you why as we go. So we step onto these numbered platforms. We could do them in any order, just like Crash Bandicoot 2. I'm going to go ahead to Toad Village. The idea with this game is that we go back in time to get the crystals and gems.
Crash, crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look! I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
I do like Uka Uka's expressions in the background as well. That was always the case in the original as well. Now, believe it or not, it's actually... Oh, never mind. In the original, it was impossible to kill those chickens without an upgrade. Because just like in the previous games, when you beat the boss, you get the speed shoes. So, another thing I didn't like about Crash Bandicoot 3 originally was like the level design. Like here, you can see in the background, which is really nice, and they've definitely done it justice. But, and it was cool at the time, but it's like, I'm just like, why can't I jump over there? It used to be there was foliage or there was some sort of danger. Now there really isn't. Like how the frog has got like a bit of a skull motif on the back. So a lot of things you could just walk around, where previously that was a lot harder to do. Not impossible, but much harder. I think that sort of tightness, that claustrophobia, has really been lost here. Bonus themes were a lot more prominent here as well in Crash 3. But speaking positively about Crash 3 for a moment, in the original, it was the smoothest of the gameplay. It had the smoothest gameplay of them all. Crash moved so fluidly in 8 directions, and it was here where they really got the hang of the joystick. Because in Crash Bandicoot 1 it wasn't really a thing. In Crash Bandicoot 2 it was only just becoming a thing. And Crash Bandicoot 3 was finally the main way of using a controller. So those crates that were spinning, what happens with those is the longer they last, the more they spin, and they eventually spin into a metal crate. They turn into a metal crate, and that means you can't break them, and you miss the gem. So you have to get to them quickly. But there's a choice of things. You can either get like a single thing from them. Oh, interesting, there's no invincibility here. So this is one of the gimmicky levels, and I'm not against gimmicky levels. What I'm against is when over half the game is gimmicky levels, which I believe was the case in Wrath of Cortex, like, you could actually calculate how many minutes you were spending platforming versus in a car, in a submarine. And bearing in mind as well, these things were worse than they were here. Because you do have a submarine in this game, but the controls are worse. Fairly certainly has a submarine. Anyway, you also have these. This little thing, which was awesome at the time. So you launch missiles. Yeah, sometimes the controls are a bit funny. But the idea with this is that you can destroy the crates behind the coral. If this machine, if you get hit with this machine, it breaks, and you can't get the things behind the coral. And like there, it's okay because like that's like the end of the level. Alright, that's the end of that stage. Where these bombs will follow you. Those eels are also some of the worst enemies in it. Oh, for goodness sakes! Right, that's me done. I've got to lose my mask because I'm missing a gem. Rather, I'm missing a crate for a gem. 2, 3, 4. So I've destroyed that, so I need to find something else to kill me. Oh, never mind. Because we want the gem, you see, so we want to get all the crates. So pretty much all the tenets are the same. Crash, they also introduced the relics for the time attack mode. Those eels will try and shoot out here. For goodness sakes. Those eels will try and shoot out here. Yeah, don't bother. They used to be a lot trickier in the original games. So, with a theme of time in this game, it's revenge. With a theme of time in this game, they don't necessarily sell the idea very well. There's some levels where they do. But this is like where it's like, well, what is this supposed to be? Like here, for example, is this supposed to be like Lost City of Atlantis? So why are we underwater? There's nothing that really tells me. Oh. The reason. I'm guessing it might be trying to be like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, maybe, or something like that. Our hub world is called the Time Twister. Oh, the gentleman you saw as well towards the end of the original cutscene was named Dr. Entropy, who's my favourite villain. Originally my favourite villain was Dingodile. Both introduced in this game. Also notice as well on the left-hand side you'll see the characters. So for example there you have Coco. So in some levels like this one and this one, you'll be playing as Coco Bandicoot. But there's a character emblem there for Tiny Tiger, who's wearing what I used to think was a farmer's hat, and is actually just, well, a gladiatorial helmet. You're going to figure out why very soon. Well, I say very soon, once we've done these 5 levels. Also as well, once you'd beaten all 5 levels, or rather once you've got the crystal, you couldn't go back to the level until you've beaten the boss. So if you want to get any gems, it's a bit tough shit. So here we are on pure No. There's Polar and Pura, was it? Pura, the tiger. Oh shit. Yeah, okay. So I had to fail that because there's crates there. So this is very much the polar bear levels. Here we are in China with real magical dragons. I'm not complaining about if I did sound like that in my voice, I do apologise. This music is just is shocking. No, sorry, the original is vastly superior. Well, I died, so there's no point in carrying on. Like, honestly, my thoughts on the music remain pretty much the same. For the most part, it feels like they had one draft. And they said, yep, that's good enough. Like the Baldur's Gate novel, believe it or not. And I do talk about D&D lore in sort of the weirdest places, but yes. I want to skip that guy who's going to give us a boost. Miss that crate, so there's no point. And we're near the end now. I missed that crate. Yeah, this is not as challenging in the originals. Mind you, these levels can be challenging, but they do provide a very fair challenge. That's giving me an extra life. That's great, but I don't need it. Those hanging baskets as well, I think they give you one per if you hit them. The camera did that in the original as well. I like how they've got justifications for the pitfalls, where it's like they're still building the Great Wall of China, which is just brilliant. Oh dear. So yeah, that's one gimmick level. So, and to be fair to them, it's taking one of the gimmick levels from the original with Crash Bandicoot. Only now you're playing as Coco. And yeah, when you don't get to play as Crash's Know the Hall, so you've got to play as Coco. Why? I don't know.
Uka and Cortex want Tiny get crystals and bring them to big Colosseum in Rome. Crash! Leave them for Tiny, or Crash get crushed!
Yeah, so you're going to hear that pun a lot in the Crash Bandicoot series. This is an interesting view, isn't it? So, you've got the dinosaur here. I think if the dinosaur hits any of the crates, they will smash them for you. So again, this is a really good level for the seeing the time trial stuff. Now, I can't remember which level it's going to be, but there is a level where we're going to need to get picked up by a pterodactyl to take us to a secret level. So this grass slows you down. So you need to make sure that we don't get caught. Those guys are I like what they've done with like submerging in the oil and like just having it tilted. So you do not want that slowing you down. And yeah. Getting chased by a dinosaur. Nice, we've got enough one for an extra life. They've really upped the challenges and like they've made it so much better for like a tutorial for like platforming. Crash Bandicoot 3 is a great game if you're a beginner. Someone sent me an image. I've seen that. Oh, nice. Don't think I picked it up. I think the dinosaur did. But yeah, it's a very easy to miss gem. There have been loads of times where I've actually gone past that. It's like, ah, shit. Well, there's another gem, but we need the red gem for the platform. Where we find that, I think it's in the third warp room. I could just reject him. Complete the course to earn the power crystal. Oh, okay, so you can use the triggers, that's interesting. Yeah, so you can do tricks in the air as well. I think it got you a bit of airtime as well. You can use A, or the A button, or the X button, I guess, on PlayStation. Oh, for Christ's sakes, really? This is probably one of the easiest songs that you could have remastered, and you miss a part of the song. What is it? Seriously, I want to know what the hell was going on here. Got the static bombs there, which used to be a 2D sprite, the same with the cannonballs, that would always be facing you. They weren't 3D like that. So, those seagulls, yes, they go up, but they also come down. They want to attack. Oh no, they'll try to land on you if you sit there. The hitboxes, in fairness to them, are very fine as well, so you can actually afford them to leave. Bombs would also appear in Crash Team Racing. I will say that, like, Crash Bash as well was like the only good use of Uka Uka. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool that they up the stakes here, I guess, but especially in the final boss battle, but it sort of went downhill from there, because Uka Uka took over. Yeah, this music is absolute dog shit, I'm sorry to say. Like, as an original song, it's only slightly better. No, calling it dog shit's too much. But it's not good. In fact, no, I'm sorry, it's awful. You know, like, the Halo Master Chief Collection was, like, exemplary in how to do a remaster. Because what it allowed you to do is it allowed you to turn on the original graphics at the click of a button, and it would just transition automatically. You could do it in combat, you could do it in cutscenes. you could just have the original graphics on like that, and it was amazing. And I think as well you could actually have the original music. In Spyro you can have the original music. In fact, is that an option here? No. No, it isn't. I get that this came out before the N-Sane Trilogy for Spyro, but come on. Yeah, and this is the game I'd expect them to have put in the most effort in the music as well. Like, there's just parts of the song that I'm sorry, just unfinished. You know? I've seen fan remixes significantly better. Now we face off with Tiny Tiger. You'll notice how we can't do the other levels. I'm gonna save the game actually. So, Coco's level there was taking place in the Age of Sail. The Golden Age of Sail.
Stole the pretty crystals. Tiny, take them back in Gladiator Arena.
Yeah, this music is... This, compared to the original, is pathetic. It's just so soft. So you know what, we're going to give it the respect it deserves. So that's Tiny's weakness there. Now look at those, they're going to release... So, if you stand there, it was basically like a cheat in the original, where if you stood there, the NPCs would start throwing stuff at you. To boo you. As you can see, the lines been sent down. Oh. When the depth perspective works. Cortex Maximus. The job here is just to evade. The screen shake is absolutely abysmal. Can we turn that off? We cannot turn off the screen shake. You can jump on the lines, but it's very risky to do because it will just damage us instead. Supercharge bodies. So this is what you use to destroy the purple crates.
Well done, children. By defeating Tiny, you have unlocked the gate to the next time travel area. Go back to the center of this time twister and save your progress if you wish. From there, you will see that the gate to the second time travel area is now open.
So There you are. Now we have. If we want to revisit Tiny, we can just go there. Because in Crash Bandicoot 2, you couldn't revisit the bosses once you beat them. Oh, 1 second, please. And I am back, and we're gonna now. How do we save it? There we go. So now we're in the second area. And let's have a look here, because this is where our woes begin. So we've got Gee-Whiz. The level names are brilliant. Hang 'em High. We've got Hog Ride. This is where it all goes to hell. Ride to Hell, like literally like Ride to Hell Retribution. Tomb Time. And at Midnight Run. Notice there's all, we've got a new character in the top left there who will introduce themselves shortly.
Why must you continue to be a thorn in our side?
Who? What? Where was I? Oh, Tiny was a good fellow. He hated everyone and everything, but a good heart nonetheless. Please be more reasonable with my minions next time.
Yeah, those speeches were always good. They were a highlight. It really did add some scale to the game. With a scope. So now we've got the Super Belly Flop, an ability that was taken away from us from the previous game. I will say that's one of my least favourite tropes in a game, called abilities. Abilities is where the game starts giving you loads of abilities that you have to later unlock. You start off powerful and you have your abilities stripped away, thus it teases you with your abilities. Ergo, abilities. That's not exactly the case in this game, but it happened in like Darksiders, I think I heard the term first. I could have got an extra life. Are we going to get some invincibility in it? Oh yeah, so I've got to show you the wizards as well. The wizards, like all enemies, are a pain in the ass. This thing can actually track you. It used to be a bit more ruthless, I think, in the original as well. Death animations were brilliant as well. You get if you get hit by the frog, it kisses you, and you turn into it turns into one of the goons. Yes. You get sliced by the knight. I'm not wasting this invisibility there. So. Your legs start walking off. Crashes there with his arms crossed, and his legs start walking off. The goat, I can't remember what it does. I've no doubt we'll find out. These levels are typically the easiest as well, so you don't really have to worry too much about dying here. It's mostly just timing, and timing is like the big thing that's going to get you in this game. I was wondering if that was going to be the case. Look at that there with Mr. Crate. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. It's very much like that will sort of teach you about... this is where I learned how to read the entire page before you start doing the thing. Read the instructions carefully. Don't do it step by step, read everything, because if you cock up somewhere, and you will, it's gonna hurt. Oh, I've done it again. There's me trying to be cool. Oh, nice save. God, I'm brilliant. There's 100 crates total. So far, this song is actually sounding like it's just a really clear version of the original. Yeah. Until it didn't. Oh yes, a bit of gaming news I want to talk about very quickly is about Humble Bundle. I say gaming news, it's something I've only just discovered. So if you don't know Humble Bundle, they are an organisation, a charitable organisation that sells bundles of games, software, books, tabletop role-playing game, apparatus, things like that, in a bundle for incredibly cheap, and in doing so, you can give some of the money to charity as well if you so choose, or to the publishers of the things or whatever. And of course, Humble get a little kickback. However, I've discovered lately that recently they've not actually had any keys in stock. So they're selling you bundles, taking your money, and then not offering you the keys for the games. I've just had this happen, and I shouldn't have to check a subreddit for permission to buy a bundle in case they don't have the keys in stock, because they don't have them in stock, and they've made no effort to communicate this to anyone whatsoever. It used to be on Humble that you would see a notification saying low stock, or we're currently out of keys, please try again later, or if you want to buy this now, we'll try and get the keys to you as soon as possible. The thing is, some people have been waiting for keys since March last year. I saw one person was waiting since June last year, 8 months ago, for these keys to be restocked. Someone got into contact with Humble support, and basically they were told, yeah, we don't really get the keys, so you kind of need to redeem them immediately. And sure, some people can, or forget to, or whatever. It's not really anyone's business why someone should refuse to redeem the keys. The thing is that I bought this bundle brand new, and I still didn't get the keys. So they took my money, but they are not offering any goods. So I'm going to actually warn against them, because I used to love them. I know a lot of people blame the IGN takeover. IGN bought Humble, because IGN's more than just a gaming magazine. They have a media conglomerate, essentially. But no, Humble was fairly bad for months before then, and they certainly stopped being Humble for a very long time once they sort of picked up, I guess, mainstream success. So it's not just the IGN takeover, I'm afraid. I'm disappointed in Humble greatly. But yeah, I say this is news. It's news to me. Yeah, it's news to me, but I thought I'd share that. I used to love Humble Bundle. I used to love Humble Choice when they fixed it instead of just showing one game and then expecting you to pony up the rest for like 5 mystery games. I think there's a crate somewhere. I think I'm going to end up missing one crate. I don't know where it is, and I've had people tell me before, and I still don't know. Oh no, I got it. It's like right at the top. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. Still need the yellow gem. So yeah, I'm disappointed in Humble. I'm not going to say don't buy from them. I will say though, buy at your own risk. Let's see how well this controls. They really didn't need to get this perfect. You know what? My god, it actually controls rather smoothly. So here we are. In a race. Need to find a hazard to die to. So the idea is you finish in first place, you get the gem. Now you get the crystal. Anything less, it just gives you a walk room. So I missed the gem. Can I get the crystal? So yeah, in order to get first place as well, you really do have to sort of hit all of these things. There you go. If you want the time attack here as well, wait about a minute for all the other cars to go. And then, because the road's then clear.
G'day, mate. Dingledile's the name. And Uka and Cortex gave me orders to bring the crystal to them during the Ice Ages. So give me the goods and shove off, or I'll roast yous.
Or you could just do this. If you want the gem, you can take your time, you don't have to worry about getting bashed about by the cars. And you can get the relic. I think you can only get the relic after you've beaten the boss, though. Oh no, there it is. There's the time thing there, so that's good. Nice leisurely drive. Really taking the sights as well. So in this song they've added a few extra bits, which is nice, but I still prefer the original. It's cool, like this is possibly the best song that they've done so far. It doesn't make up for any of the flaws of any of the songs in any of the games, but yeah. When he's lost. But we didn't technically lose because we got the gem, so that's all good. That's orc logic right there. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you to not buy from Humble. I will say though that there's other bundle sites out. There's like Bundle Stars, there's Fanatical, and yeah, and I think Humble, especially when they changed the thing where, like, actually, no, I don't want to give Humble any money. I don't want to give the publisher any money. I want to give all the money to charity. No, it doesn't quite work like that. Which is unfortunate. fact, let me just check. Is this one of those ones where I have to go back? No. The one of those. I like the Dr. Neocortex Sphinx there. You will also see as well some of the cave paintings. Engine there. You got the goons there, you got Neocortex. There will be others. You got Dingo Dow there. Yeah. I did love that. It was such a nice detail. So the racing levels in this are significantly improved. So these are cyclophones, Scarbeetles and not. See here it says Neo. Because, yeah, it's real subtle in it. So. So yeah. So I'm disappointed in Humble, but I'm not surprised. And this has been going on for a lot longer than just when I bought the bundle earlier in the week. And they still haven't got keys as of today when I last checked. So you drink that for 10 bumper. In the most aggravating exercise in the game. You can also activate the lever as well to bring down these blocks. They'll try and crush you and push you. But you get rid of the controller, you're all good. The controller doesn't do it reacting to you. Can we crawl up the needles? Okay. So yeah, where there's light, it's light activated. Now we need a purple gem to open this door. In a rare instance where it's actually just a door, it's not a platform or anything like that. It's really cool. Coordinate three things there, which is cool. I like it. Again, the puzzles on these, or like the sort of platform puzzles on these levels, were mint. I wonder if the dog there is a reference to Naughty Dog themselves. Original makers of the game. Oops. Yeah, it's just brilliant. Not even trying to hide the subtlety here, Alan. Yeah, why not? Let's just have the flamethrowers. So, I said before, like, I watched all the Terminator films and whatnot. My partner and I talk about, like, what would a Terminator Magic the Gathering set look like? I'm thinking, like, it would, so, like for Commander, for example. Yeah, so we need the purple gem. And I was thinking, like, okay, what colours would you have? I'm thinking, like, the Terminator's probably going to be, I would say black, but even then I think that's more Skynet. I think, you know, for Commander decks, Skynet would be black. Terminator might be, like, red. You'd have Sarah Connor as, I don't know, blue. and John Connor's green, maybe. Or maybe white, I don't know. If you don't play Magic the Gathering, me calling John Connor white and Sarah Connor black or whatever is going to be a bit out of context. So, don't worry about it.
Crash, Coco, if you have already retrieved a levels crystal, then you will find a floating clock when you enter for the second time. This floating clock activates time trial mode. Grab it, and the clock will start ticking. Race for the end to get the best time, but beware, some elements will change.
Yeah. So, I've gone to this level by accident, because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. So, we don't need to be here. But he was explaining the time travel mode there. So once you enter a level again, Uka will explain to you how the time travel works. So yeah. Oh yeah, Coco would also like walk here as well. So it would be more like that. A very quick walk. Dropped on Pura. So Pura isn't actually named. Same with Polar. It's more in Crash Team Racing when they first get their names. There may have been some internal design documents that said this is the name of this character. Or it might have been like file names and things like that for the assets and whatnot. I don't need to be up here, so I'll have to die, please. Neo Cortex with that beard looks astonishing. So yeah. But yeah, I think Terminator could work for Magic the Gathering, because it's all about time travel and whatnot, and like... People said like Doctor Who didn't make sense for Magic the Gathering, but no, the whole point of Magic is like... You yourself are like some sort of wizard who can travel through time and different planes and realities and things like that. And when you place the cards down, that's like you summoning people to this arena that you're in. And you're summoning them from different planes and whatnot. So it does make sense. Like Assassin's Creed at first like didn't make sense to me. It's like, oh yeah, actually, like, because that game is about time travel. It's like, yeah, of course. So I missed a crate, so I'm gonna do this again. Again, I missed a crate. It's a bit of a dodgy one. Yeah, Coco never really comes to any serious harm in the Crash games. Except, I don't know, maybe like a spaceship gets blown up from the engine. Well, I don't know, dies of lack of oxygen or whatever. But beyond that, she's safe. But I think Terminator would work for Magic the Gathering as a commander deck and things like that. Because yeah, I'd want like a Skynet versus the Resistance, and I'd want like the Terminator and like Sarah Connor and John Connor. And there's so much you could pull from. You could pull from the comics. You could pull from the novelization of the Terminator. There was a novelization because this was when like everything had a novelization for it. Like the video games have had so many novelizations as well. It's unbelievable. And I tell you what as well, some game novelizations are really good. Like Halo has some brilliant novels. If ever you want expanded lore and things like that, the novels are where to go. And in fact, I would actually say the novels have some of the better lore. I think Gears of War had novels as well. They were quite good. And there's just so much stuff that you didn't realise, but it has just so much cooler stuff in them. And they can do things that perhaps the video games can't. But yeah, video games and novels have been around for ages. Tied together, that is. The Witcher video games come from the novel of the same name. Some really good stuff out there. And like the novels, for example, with Halo, allowed them to be much darker than they could on television or in the games, and really just explain things that you can't really fit into a game and it has no place there. I'd absolutely watch I'd absolutely read a Hitman novel. I'd love that.
Right. Now you've gone and done it. Them crystals are mine. Break out the butter. I'm gonna make toast.
This is the coolest intro to a boss fight ever. So he's launching bolts of napalm. The idea is oh, I couldn't move for some reason. He breaks the crystals around him. To allow you an opening. Like so. You want to get out of there as well. That's gonna explode. However, this is how you do the fight. Oh, have they fixed this? No, they've kept it in, that's good. You just leap over instead. Not as satisfying in this one as it is in the original.
No worries. You'll soon be up against much worse.
Bit. What else? Have we got any new gimmicks yet? I think we do get one more. Dynamite. Dynamite! Let's have a look. Is it just more fucking cars? Okay, we've got one gimmick, I think. No, we've got two gimmicks. We've got the underwater. We'll do this, we'll get this one out of the way.
Well, haven't we gotten far for a pair of fuzzy marsupials? I am Dr. Nefarious Tropy, master of time and the creator of the very time twister machine you see before you. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex have sent me to end this little charade, so you won't be leaving my area with the crystals. I swear it.
The voice actor here is incredible. Like, it's not just... This is the thing. Voice acting is all very well and good, but what you really need is good voice direction, and they've done an exceptional job here. They've really said, no, do it again, you're doing it exactly like the original character did, and I love it. Or as close to as they possibly can. That's the one thing I will absolutely praise about this game, is they've really done a good job with that. And they made me think that Clancy Brown was the guy who played Dr. Neocortex. Oh, Christ, we missed the crate, so we've got to start again. Okay. The thing is, there's no just retry button. You've got to quit back, go through a loading screen, go back in, go through a loading screen, etc., etc. But they've done a really good job with that guy there. It's just amazing. It's not the same exactly, but they've really improved the character. I think they've understood the character of Dr. Entropy. But yeah, with voice direction and voice acting, there is a difference, and you'll see in no greater example than the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Because in that game, it's alleged that the voice actors did their lines in alphabetical order. Not by character, or anything else. That's a strange sign there. Not by character, not by any particular sort of method other than alphabetical. And it makes sense, because the voice actors in Oblivion aren't bad. They're not bad at all. I will always defend the voice actors of Oblivion, because the acting isn't bad, it's the direction. Most, and I do mean most, voice acting criticisms come from the fact that the director can't inform them for shit. And you need good voice direction. It determines your character's motivation. So it's things like, well, why is my character... Should my character be shouting? Should they be screaming? No, just defer it from the lines. In alphabetical order. That's why so many voice acting fails happen. It's not because of the actors themselves. The actors are very good. You can hear it in the voices. Also as well, distinct voice versus voice acting. It's all very well having... You can actually forgive a lot of bad voice acting if you have a distinct voice. For example, I don't think Liam Neeson did a very good job of acting the role of James in Fallout 3. But he has a distinctive voice, and that's why he can afford to phone in a performance. Because he was recently contacted for the role, a character role in Fallout London, and on an unofficial mod for Fallout 4. But his agent said that he wasn't interested in the franchise anymore. You'll see it a lot as well. I think one of the voice actors for... I think it was... What was it? Not Forsworn. Was it Unspoken? Or Forspoken? Or something like that. The voice actor there was the voice actor of... Yennefer, I want to say, from The Witcher 3. And she couldn't think of a single thing to say about her character. Like, she really flubbed the interview. And that's another thing as well. The voice actor can be incredible, but not if they have bad lines. You've got to give them good lines to utilise their talent. I don't think I'm actually going to get first place in this round, because I've missed too many speed paths. The controls are, for the most part, much better. Much easier to steer, but still, there are some problems. I think they've purposefully kept some of those in. Doesn't really help, there's no brake functions. Fucking hell, we have to do this again. Well, third place is only good enough in horseshoes and hand grenades. So... I'll have to do it again. Nice. I like that. They've given me an option to do that. I wish they'd offered me a bit earlier. So as I understand it, all these guys are clones. At least in this game. And I like how the cars got all the same number plates as well. So Cortex couldn't even just buy the cars. He actually had to clone the cars as well. What happens if I just hit this sign here? Oh. UFO crossing. Discover the secret exit in road crash. Oh, fuck me running. We're not here, are we? I'm so sorry, people. I really am. I'm really sorry about this. I've just taken us the worst fucking legs. Oh, yeah. You got to sit. Oh, yeah, here's the thing. So here, this is like a death route, I guess. This is like a death level. Fucking hate this. Right? So, there's no actual exit to the level. I think you've got to get all 70 crates. But, you get this right, there's no Aku Aku masks on this level. So, that means you've got to put up with things like this. This is one of the 5 secret levels, not including Future Tense, which was a DLC, that is unique to Vicarious Visions. Because these models are 3D, they're going to be a lot more precarious than they were before. So you've got to do this without getting hit once at all. This level does not forgive any mistakes. There's a checkpoint. But it's like one of the few checkpoints you're going to get. If I hit that crate too soon, it means I might actually fail. Some other things as well, so I'm going to try and get as many as I can. These bombs moving. See, I'm already not a big fan of gimmick levels in the first place, because I'm here to play Crash Bandicoot, not this. Oh dear, don't want to go that way. There's a shark. Okay, right, so let's decide that then. We're not going that way. Let's find some other crates to get. I really don't want to hit checkpoint yet. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of gimmicky levels as is, but I especially don't want to do gimmicky levels where I only get one chance. And unfortunately, there's a few checkpoints. I don't know if that was a thing in the original either. I don't think they had checkpoints. But yeah, it's like one big open arena. Now, see, this I think the Crash Bash is I wouldn't mind it if it was good. Like if the controls were at all decent, and the mini games were fun. Like if you had, like, I could imagine, like, if this was like a map in Crash Bash, right? You had an arena, okay, and the goal is like Diddy Kong Racing, or whatever. Came out, and you had an arena like this. It'd be pretty cool. I'd accept that 100%. I would, genuinely. That'd be absolutely brilliant. I'd love that. But no, we got the worst possible way to race in a game. And painting the floor. You literally watch paint dry in Crash Bash. And the thing is that like Crash Bash as a multiplayer game is great. As a co-op game, it's even better. If that's some of the best that it is. As a versus game, especially in single player, no, it's not good. But as a it's really good. Oh, for fuck's sake! I think it's because I did a trick, and I'm not meant to do a trick. We've got roughly enough lives to do this one bit. This I can do, no problem. Look at that, totally careless. Oh, shit. Oh, and it just ate me. Great, okay. Because I idled way too long there. Fine, fair enough. I'll take that. I'll take the L. But yeah, if you had an arena here, like you had bombs to launch at one another, you had crates to get, things like that, that'd be cool. I'd play this. I'd actually play that as a game. Yeah. Nearly. Very nearly. I've got to hit it head on. I can't just flow straight into it. That ain't gonna work. It's a good job I hit that checkpoint actually. Fucked. I think there's one or two checkpoints here somewhere. How long have we been playing? Okay. We've got time yet. I would like to finish this level. I don't think I've actually ever beat this level. Because there's 2 gems, bear in mind. I think the other gem actually comes from doing the time trial. You've got to get all the gems. Or maybe it's like you've got to get all of them without dying once. Which is the game's way of saying, you know what, just leave those checkpoints. You ain't gonna need them. You know. Oh my word! How I hit that nitro crit and survived, I had no idea. Well, that's really helped things along. So, yeah, alright, let's go get some crits. That's going to have to be my priority going forward. Oh, it's nice, it's destroyed quite a few of the crates. Okay, that's good. Nearly about another 16 crates here, so I might have to hit checkpoints. I don't like that acceleration. Let's have a checkpoint. Yeah, when you've done enough Coco stages as well, you'll realise that volcano in the background is like kind of different. In fact, this place I think used to be a lot scarier because it used to be like bright red. I think it really did look like the sky was on fire and things like that. Oh, I think I know what you do here, but it's I haven't done this before. Well, I haven't done it, but I think you're meant to go under the bombs, which I know doesn't make much sense, but yeah, there's a trick you can do. There you go, like that. That's how you do it. So you press down the square button on your PlayStation controller as you're in the air, and you'll dip below the waves. I don't think I meant to do that here. I meant to do a trick. It's a guess. Okay. I'm sure this is the most riveting gameplay you've ever seen. It doesn't get like I mean you've been watching this long, I have no doubt. And it just doesn't get better than this, I'm afraid. Ah, no! What am I meant to do? Yeah, if there's like a death root gem here, I ain't fucking getting it, am I? This is appalling. I hated this. I swear to God, like as I understand, like Crash 4 is fairly punishing, and that's fine. Like, I'm okay with conceding to the game if I just find it too hard, but like, I really just don't want any gimmicky crap. That's cheap. It's like, no, I want to play Crash Bandicoot. I want to run and jump. I do not want to be doing this. And I get why. It's like, I get why they did it. You know? Am I limited? Oh, hang on a second. I wonder if I'm meant to actually approach it from an angle. So, like, do that and dodge them, maybe. Am I really meant to go under? I'm gonna try and do it without jumping, actually. I think I meant to, yeah, I think I meant to, like, go without jumping, but dive under the waves. I don't think the game actually gives you any instruction on how to do that. You're sort of just meant to figure it out yourself. Well, let me go for the grids that I know that I can get. Because there's a load of nitro crates over this way as well. So we destroyed most of them. But yeah, I will just say this, like, all this stuff was never needed in Crash. It's like the games were good on their own. So by all means they like have like the... I jumped over then, and I think that's the problem. I jumped in him into dive. The... like, moments I'll have like the hog riding or whatever. I don't mean like the motorbike, I mean the ball in Crash Bandicoot 1. You know, Polar and Pura, absolutely fine. Have those. But we really don't need things like this all the time. The hamster ball stages, the Jeep. The Jeep was actually alright, but the submarine, which controlled worse than Crash. My core tenet for gimmicky levels is, if it controls worse than the main character, I'm not interested. I don't care. I want fluidity in my movement. I want to be able to control the character naturally and intuitively. I don't want any near misses because of shite controls. Ah, okay, just going near it does that. Yeah, I'm running out of lives, so I need to really figure this shit out quick. So yeah, it's like as I said in my Cortex review, like okay, look at the acceleration. Go under, fuck's sake! What am I doing wrong? I think what I need to do is approach it from an angle. So I need to like really go like that and really steer off. But yeah, if the gimmick controls worse than the character, I'm not interested. I don't want to do it, and especially when there's a lot of times where I actually don't need this thing. Like in the Polar levels, for example, do I really need Polar to jump some of these gaps and whatnot? No. You know, if you wanted to mark it as like, you know, there we are, that's got it. Of course, the solution was right in front of me. Wasn't even that clever, to be honest. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to save, take it from the checkpoint. Because we've got 5 crates left. Very helpfully as well, something I will say about the originals, as well as this game, is the invisible wall here is marked with red, but also like this is like the outer lane. Over there, those balls are yellow. So I think it's a really cool way of having you know where to go just by following the in and the outer lane. It's really cool design. I love it. Thank you, Naughty Dog and VV for keeping it. Understanding why it's important. So this is where the problem lies now, because I don't actually know where the other 5 crates are. I know it's not there. Are they behind? They're over there. Oh yeah, that's the... If you want to go back to the warp room as well, you can. That looks very much like the original. Kudos to them there. Oh yeah, by the way, that orb, yep, of course, it's probably inspired by Terminator as well. So I'm sort of staying on topic in a way. I have to wonder if like Crash's look was inspired by the T2. Missing 2 crates, I don't know where they are. This is... So, you can probably tell, we ain't getting the relic for all the gems for this one. Yeah, it's even more of a gut punch in this game. Because it's like, the game just says, at least we've still got the gems. And then like the credits roll. Like, there's no crescendo, there's no, hey, at least you won though, right? It's like, no, it's just, you've got more shit to do. You don't get a cutscene. Is it really just checkpoints I'm missing? I mean, it's a nice problem to have if I am. I think I've actually just mentally blocked the checkpoints out of my mind, so... Nice. So, where's the last one? I know it's not the Nitro crate, because we've... That one there, because we've hit that. I don't know if that itself actually counts as a crate. Or if the metal ones do come to think of it, I don't think they do. Anyway. I can't see this. Great. Yeah. I seem to remember, like, I know this was like very exciting at the time. And it was, like, all this stuff was, like, because it was new. But, like, you spend enough time on just one level and eventually it just gets incredibly boring. Because you're used to the fast pace, you're used to getting in and out of levels. Is this game going to fuck me now because I've died once or something like that? Is that what it is? It's a crate where you can only get it if... In fact, did a Nitro crate destroy one? Is that the problem? Have I screwed myself out of a crate here? Okay. Because we've got limited time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to the outer rim and look around. It's a shame that with 2 joysticks now, we can't use them for camera controls. There's no reverse key, so... Right, so let's stay on the inside and have a look around. And then we'll go on the outside. It's got to be something like a checkpoint, surely. Doesn't help that the render distance is actually not very good to say that it's... They could have managed it. I think they've gone the entire perimeter here. It's going to take longer to go around this. I can't find... The only thing I can see over there is the nitro crate. So try the outer edges now. We'll go the other way this time. We'll go this way. The sun and the waves is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, to say I'm not overly impressed with the water, to be honest, because to say you see a lot of water in this game, it looks nice against the rock there, and just slightly underneath it when you get to the bottom. It looks alright. The top of the water now. It's got to be really obvious, right? I keep thinking I'm seeing craters. There's ramps. Oh, where am I going wrong? I'm gonna have to go around every single island now. I know this is incredibly boring. I apologise that it is. Unfortunately, if I know I'm not going to apologise for it, Vicarious Vision's going to apologise for it. If I know I'm still going to apologise for it. For making this level. For subjecting us to this. Is it just going to be round here? I'm sorry, has the nitro crate just... So it was over here, there was a nitro crate. And I think... Yeah. I think of the nitro crate when I detonated them all. Destroyed that one. And that's why I've been done out of a crate. I might have to pause and look for a walkthrough. I'm not doing this again. But I want the gem. I love me gems. And look, we're not getting 100% completion, so I don't know why I'm even bothering, but it would just be nice, you know, just be really nice to get the gem here, and just to say I've done it. Just to say I beat Hot Cocoa. Oh no. Oh, I think I know where it might be. Is it under the water? Is it under a line of bombs, maybe? Jesus, where is it? Yeah, I just saw it there. You horrid little shit. The one crate. And it was under the water. We got a gem, a single fucking gem. Yay! Right. So you know what we need to do now? Gotta go back here and get the crystal. Because we still haven't done that yet. To be honest, it's a bad thing when I'm glad to see this level. So as you might guess, the roadblocks slow you down. When you fall in the pit, you don't die as such. You get, as you saw earlier, you get brought back by a Bandicoot. Why they didn't borrow the animation from Crash Team Racing, where he circles around you and lifts you out, I don't know. That was another good thing about Uka Uka, I guess, is that he is the vulnerability mask for the evil characters. Come to think of it, I think there were more villains in Crash Team Racing than there were goodies. About 4 good guys in the end. Well, and Fake Crash. Fake Crash is a weird one. I don't actually know where. I think Fake Crash came from like a graphical glitch or something like that, and like it gave him like a huge overbite and things like that. Or it was like a bootleg or something like that. Pirated copy or something like that. And anyway, Naughty Dog rolled with it and made him into a character who is formally introduced as, oh, for Christ's sakes, really, as a character in Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced on Game Boy Advance. Yeah, I know I'm not very good at these levels, but I'm seemingly worse at them on this. Because the N-Sane Trilogy, in the originals, I'm like, whatever, it's a necessary evil, just get it done and over with, and I do. Going, I can get the crystal every time. Yeah, I'm really struggling to. And to say as well, the controls are better, so I don't know what's going on. I will just put it down to muscle memory this time, and I can't, because I don't know if there is a problem on VV's end, I'm not going to blame them. I will absolutely blame competence. Incontinence, I nearly said that, bloody hell. I mean, that probably doesn't help either. So yeah, these speed bumps, you do need to hit them, because they do offer you a speed boost. There is a little noticeable bump when you land, that will slow you down a bit. But yeah, if you want to get first place, you kind of have to hit everything. So all the speed pads like there I missed. Because it really doesn't pull you ahead. Oh, okay. I decelerated and expecting that to carry me, and it didn't. because that would mean going too fast and I'd end up in the dirt like that. I don't think I've got this. I really don't think I've got it this time. Oh, nice! Well, it's going to take longer to reverse out of there than it is to get to the end, so I might as well restart the level. I would like to see some more levels in the Road Crash, to be honest. Well, at least when this one's done, it's done. And unfortunately, we have to do that because we've done the gem. We need to do the crystal. So, while I'm doing this level, because Naughty Dog don't respect my time, so I'm not going to respect theirs, I'm going to talk about Terminator, because I actually really like it. I'm loving it. I seriously want to read more of the comics. I'm going to start reading the comics, because there's apparently a lot of good stuff in there. I liked what it did. I still want an entire film based on the opening of Genesis. I don't just want, like, Salvation was all well and good. No. I still want to see more of that after Judgment Day, but in the original colour scheme, like the opening of Genesis, which was amazing. But I want basically what I want is I want blue. That's what I want. I just want blue skies. Can I just have that? I just have, like, it's all set at night. It's all blue. The thing is that with Terminator as well, to say that, like, John Connor is, like, the leader of the Resistance and everything is really important. He doesn't really do much in the films. Like, it's always, like, Kyle Reese, or it's Marcus Wright, or it's Sarah Connor, you know? Like, even Terminator Salvation, which should have been his film, is another person's film. And it's okay, yeah, I guess it's establishing the origins of Kyle Reese and, you know, this new type of Terminator, which is really cool. But yeah. It's strange. Yeah, Genesis is cool. I like how they actually really twisted it up a bit, and it sort of lost me in the second half, but I liked it. Dark Fate again. Neat idea. I think it's the problem of, like, they just lose me somewhere. And it's like, you're on the cusp of greatness. If I can go home then. No. It's hot steam. Don't touch it. Now, if you can't get up there, if you're struggling, don't worry. That looks a bit like Fake Crash. Yes. That's Crash Bandicoot. That's the Bandicoot discovering land. Have you actually seen a real-life Bandicoot? Well, they don't exactly look like Crash, let's put it that way. I mean, I think Sonic looks more like a hedgehog than Crash Bandicoot does a Bandicoot. I think the other thing they got right with this was the nose. I must read that coffee table book about how Willy Wombat would have became Crash Bandicoot. Because that must be a fascinating leap. Like, I mean, these days you can't have any character called Willy, can you? For, you know, reasons. See, this is a gimmick I could get behind. So basically, you hop on the dinosaur egg, you hatch this cute specimen, and yeah, you ride around. And you can jump really high, you move faster. It's really satisfying. And if you get hit, you just leap off the dinosaur. It's nice. It's nice. It's totally unnecessary, but it feels good to jump that high. That lighting is absolutely... They did a really good job with all the lighting. For some reason there wasn't any bounce there. I had to jump manually. You just got a sneak preview of what awaits you down there. I do like the bonus platforms as well, how they've themed them for each level. That's nice. Yeah, the super belly flop is a bit of a pointless ability. In fact, you could sort of see with this game that they couldn't actually do anything interesting with them. There's only really one ability that I actually genuinely like, and it should be a staple in platformers. So the good thing about this is because we've got the super belly slam, it actually radiates out, so it can damage crates further away. So that's like the sort of use there that they've upgraded that. But the thing is that you couldn't do it originally. So they've basically just now given you the ability to belly slam or belly flop. Oh yes, that's a slipstream, so it makes it go a bit faster. You've seen those in Crash Bandicoot too. I'll have to check which pterodactyl that is. Or alternatively, Balaclava, I pray for guidance on the pterodactyl. Which pterodactyl do I need? On which level? But no, thank you for watching and all the comments you've given as well. And I really do appreciate everyone commenting and watching and liking and subscribing. I hate to say that, I do. I know how aggravating it is, but really, I would like to get to 10k subscribers. That would mean the world to me. If I can, that'll be my goal. But if not, that's okay too. Oh dear. Oh dear. I must remember at that point I need to do a high jump. There's an ability that comes, I think, actually after this boss, Dr. Entropy, where we can get... Right, so yeah, there we go. Ah, poop. Yeah, we can get that crate a lot easier. I mean, even like Crash Wrath of Cortex as well, they really struggle. Like, oh, you've got sneaky shoes, so you can walk over Nitro. You'll only do this once. That's like, oh, great, okay. What was this level? Deep trouble. Oh, we can probably get the gem here. I'm pushing it. I shouldn't. Especially making that sound, but...
pesky little rats aren't going to back off, eh? Just you continue to gather crystals and see what I do.
So yeah, I am pushing the time here, but this will be the last level we do before part 2. And to be honest, I'm gonna do enough things to see the next levels. But yeah, to see like the levels 26 to 30. But yeah, I'm not gonna like aim for like 106% completion. And I know that's probably what you would enjoy, but like with this game, I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie. And I know I can't do it, or if I can do it, it's gonna take me way longer than is gonna be fun to watch. So I will move on to About Time after this. It won't be today, it might open for this week, because I'm going on holiday again. So I'm not going to have that much time to game, and I really am enjoying my Warhammer. Combat Patrol magazine is treating me very well. So... So you want to avoid these because they'll suck you in and kill you. The good news is we can go for a red gem. Oh wow, okay, just touching them, does it? Okay. I thought you actually had a chance to escape, but not really. Okay. So we need to go here, but as you can see, I'm missing a crate, and we can't do anything. So we've got to go a bit further. To do this, it's a really good idea to take out any enemies you see, because it's going to make it a lot easier to get back. What's that over there? Is that like a... Is that Rapture? In the background? Sort of underwater city. Maybe this is in the future after global warming. In Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced, I want to say, they actually show like a pirate ship in the background, so at least it's sort of... Well, I say a pirate ship, they put a ship in the background, like a galleon. So at least sort of explains why you're here. Well, like the whole sort of time thing. But even then they don't need to, because it's not really about time. Dr. Entropy is the main villain, along with N-Trans, who is a Bellend. I mean, he's a literal Bellend. You can't look at that head shape and tell me he's not. Oh, damn. I'm probably going to need that, aren't I? Hopefully I can continue without, but we shall see. Ah, okay, that's good. So, yeah, so this is what we need to do. And hopefully there's a nitro detonation box over there, because if there isn't, it's a long way back to go for nothing. In fact, it's probably some law, there's going to be some boxes on coral. Ah, no, that's right, there wouldn't be, because I can't get it through here. So, all that for one TNT crate. Now, if you thought that was clever, don't worry, you can do that in Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced as well. Because it apparently has no original thoughts. Actually, no, I tell a lie, it did actually have some really cool ideas for levels and such. I liked it. Oh! Yes, I think there's definitely going to be a detonation crate here. So you've seen one exit, but this is the alternate exit. Yeah, we got our cock and balls there. Nice. Then we have our red gem. Yeah, so it's going to be a while before I do any more recording after Crash 3, but it has been nice playing, and I'm hoping to do a bit more later. But I'll upload this, I'm going to play some Sims, I think, for my Darling Dearest, and then I think I'll have some D&D later. Maybe after D&D, I'll record some more. I will try and finish the game before I go on leave. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. But we've got 2 more levels to do here, because we've already done. So we need high time, and we need double header. But we've already done road crash, so that'll be fine. And then we've got this world and this world. So we've already made pretty good progress within less than 2 hours. Because we've done 3 worlds. And we've also got a bonus level here to do as well. Which is cool. I'm really glad that VV have tried their hand at their own level. But that's going to be it for me. But thank you ever so much for watching. Take care. Ta-ta for now. I look forward to the next episode. Ta-ta for now.